Living in today's unhealthy, poorly regulated food industry, it's hard to get the male micronutrient requirements to accomplish peak hormonal health. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 foods that you should prioritize in your nutrition to get a competitive advantage. What's going on? Alex here from Natural Testosterone, where I help men boost testosterone levels naturally with predictability. In this video, I will show you the 5 foods that you should prioritize in your nutrition to accomplish higher testosterone levels naturally. So testosterone is a male hormone that gives you all the amazing benefits that each male should strive for. All the masculine benefits and characteristics that you see in people like James Bond, Superman. You see all the amazing changes done when a boy goes into a man through puberty. That's all done through testosterone. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the foods that have these fundamental micronutrients and components that aid in the production of testosterone. So these foods specifically don't actually have testosterone in them. They just have the raw materials for you to produce more testosterone levels in your body. So why is it important for each male to have these foods in their nutritional protocol? Because they have the raw materials for you to experience all the amazing benefits. So the 5 foods are, number 1, so we have pomegranate. You've probably seen many videos from me on my TikTok account at Natural Testosterone, where I have 250,000 followers. I've made a lot of videos about pomegranate and got maybe around 10 million views on just videos about pomegranate. So this one you probably know. Pomegranate was shown to increase testosterone levels by 24% after consuming it every day for 2 weeks. So there's one study done on 60 people, and these were the results. When it comes to pomegranate, you can either drink the juice, which I do personally because it's so much easier, or you can actually eat the fruit. The fruit is annoying to eat and it takes time. So if you're in a rush, go with the juice, but you can still eat the fruit as well. So number 2, we have coffee. So coffee overall has caffeine in it, and caffeine is a nootropic. So it aids in the brain function, so improves mental performance. So that's one thing that it aids in. Second of all, caffeine is found in all of the best pre-workouts out there because it aids in more drive, motivation, and just laser focus when you're training. So taking caffeine, so when professional athletes took 4 milligrams per kilogram of body weight pre-workout, it resulted in 12% increase in testosterone levels compared to the placebo. So that just shows that taking caffeine can boost your testosterone levels naturally. So then number 3, we have liver. So liver is powerful. It's dense in micronutrients. So back in the days, the alpha male of the group was the one eating the liver of the animal that they hunted because it was the most nutrient dense. Liver is so nutrient dense that you should be only consuming it 2 to 3 times per week because you can overdose in the fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A. So you don't want that. So liver is dense in all the raw minerals and vitamins that your body needs to produce optimal testosterone levels. You can consume the liver raw or just cook it. It doesn't really taste that nice, but get over the taste because the benefits are much more than that. Number 4, we have raw milk. So many believe that milk overall and dairy can be detrimental to your testosterone levels because of the hormones and the estrogens that are pumped into the cow. And I do agree that drinking conventional milk can have this effect. But what I'm talking about is raw milk, organic, the one that you get straight from an organic cow. The reason behind that, it's dense in micronutrients and macronutrients, saturated fats. I personally I have a different look on foods. I don't look at foods of, oh, it's an animal product, so it's bad for you. No, I look at it on a molecular level. What kind of nutrients does it actually have? And raw milk has amazing nutrients when it comes to aiding in testosterone production. If you do get your hands on raw milk, I highly recommend it, but most people don't really have access to it. You can't really go to the shop. I'm pretty sure it's illegal in most countries to have access to raw milk. In some places, I know you actually have to buy a cow to have access to raw milk. But I know some places give you the access to raw milk. So when you do get access for it, I highly recommend it. And you will notice it tastes completely different than the regular milk that you can buy in the shop. You can actually taste the cow, if that makes sense, from the milk, rather than drinking just white kind of liquid that you drink on a regular basis when drinking milk. If you don't have access to raw milk, you can still play around with things like cheese and dairy and things like that. I know a lot of people would say, okay, but I'm lactose intolerant. But that's because of your metabolic rate. A lot of people that can't digest lactose is because they're in a low metabolic state. And when you're in a low metabolic state, your digestion is compromised and your body has a hard time to digest lactose. Hence why you need to build up, increase your testosterone, increase your metabolism. Try things like goat milk because it's easier on your digestion. Play around with cheese and then work your way up like progressive overload to the point that you can consume dairy. And then lastly, number 5, staying with the topic of dairy, is consuming blue cheese. So blue cheese specifically is high in probiotics. So it's blue because it's fermented a lot. It has a lot of bacteria. And this bacteria will aid in your testosterone levels because it improves your gut health. So there was a study done once when they had 2 groups of rats. And they had a pool of water. And there was no exit. And the rats had a chance to like drown in it because the water was high enough. So what they do is they took the group that did not have any probiotics, and they threw them into the pool of water. These rats gave up easily. They had a low stress tolerance. Then you had the rats that did take probiotics, specifically the lactobacillus strain, and they did not give up. They kept swimming because they had a higher stress tolerance. They had higher testosterone levels, sperm count, bigger testicles. So that just comes to show that having a probiotic rich diet will aid in your testosterone levels. So I highly recommend having a lot of probiotics, which blue cheese is high in. Okay, so what if you are consuming all of these foods and you're still experiencing low testosterone? So my answer to that is you are still having blockers in your routine. You're still consuming soy, polyunsaturated fats, your lifestyle is a mess. So you need to watch out. You may be estrogen dominant, so you need to focus on methylating estrogen rather than boosting testosterone. And that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some value from this. Make sure you comment down below what types of videos you want to see in the future. And yeah, that was Alex, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.